All right, time to get started. Should be a fun scene coming up. Yep. Probably better. So this is St. Ursula, huh? Even from here I can tell this is one impressive place. St. Ursula Medical College. As the most distinguished general hospital in Amorica, it is famous for its medical research. Wow, I didn't realize it was that well known. I guess it must get lots of visitors given how frequently the bus line runs here. St. Ursula was originally founded with help from the Principality of Amorica, a country known for its advanced medical technology. I've heard the hospital even frequently accepts patients from neighboring countries. You see that nurse walk by? Hot damn! That's a sight for sore eyes, alright. Someone's in a good mood. I've been here several times, but we have always traveled by car. It was quite the trip on foot, wasn't it? Tio? Oh, I'm sure you're tired after all that, huh? No, I am perfectly fine. It was a shorter walk here than our trip to Amorica village. Alright, just don't push yourself too hard, okay? Understood. There's no need to worry about me. More importantly, shall we go and see that friend of yours, Lloyd? Oh, I almost forgot about her. Lloyd, let's find her pronto. I'm afraid to ask why you're getting so excited, Randy. But whatever. Talking to Cecile first should make our investigation go quicker. Let's ask for her at the reception desk. Hell yeah. Sounds like a good plan, shall we? Oh, gotta get this food. Here at St. Ursula, we put a lot of consideration to the nutritional value of our meals. One of our specialty meals is our homemade beef stew. Would you like to learn how to make it for yourself? Deluxe beef stew. Ooh, I got a lot of stuff. Sheesh. I'll trade like 40 of that. Get a few more battle scopes. That seems like a good amount. Oof. Nah. See what this lady has to say. I see. So that turns into that, and oh, that makes sense. She's studying in the middle of eating? I believe so. Looks like a biology textbook, judging by all the photos of dissections. Ugh, that's nasty. Something tells me I would not want to read something like that while eating a meal. Alright, anything else? We lucked out. Doesn't look like it's too crowded today. Yeah, the waiting room's usually packed with people. Let's try asking for Cecile at the front desk. Right, they should be able to call her here. Welcome to St. Ursula Hospital. Do you have an appointment, or are you here to visit someone? Neither, actually. I am Lloyd Bannings of the Crossbell Police Department, Special Sports Section. We came here as a part of an investigation we're conducting. I see, so you're with the police. This investigation, is it related to the monster attack? Yes, ma'am. We received a request from the CGF to assist. We'd like to speak with everyone involved in the incident, if possible. Oh, of course. Hospital director isn't here right now, so shall I call the head nurse for you instead? Well, actually, someone I know works here, and, if she isn't busy at the moment, I'd like to see if she could show us around. He sounds nervous. Of course he's nervous. We're about to call a gorgeous nurse here to give us a personal tour of the place. I think that only applies to you, Randy. Lloyd? Holy crap. She's so pretty. Beautiful. Oh, Cecile. Good timing. These police officers just arrived. They've come about the investigation. Hi. Sorry for visiting out of the blue like this. I probably should have called first. Whoa, Cecile, are you crying? I've missed you so much. Welcome back, Lloyd. It's been a really long time. Too long. Yeah, I'm sorry for not visiting sooner, but I've been caught up with work and... But anyway, isn't this a little much? It's kind of embarrassing. Oh, who cares about that? Now give your big sister a hug. You've gotten so tall. We were about the same height when you left for Calvert. Well, I have had 3 years to grow. Awkward. Well, this is, so sweet. I'm starting to feel ill. Damn you, Lloyd. How dare you hide your beautiful goddess of a sister from me? Let me properly introduce myself. I'm Cecile Nuez. So you three are Lloyd's co-workers, right? Yes, my name is Ellie McDowell. Tio Plato, pleasure to make your acquaintance. Randy Orlando's the name. I assure you the pleasure's all mine. It's nice to meet all of you. I'm such a scatterbrain. And here I was thinking that Lloyd brought his girlfriend to pay me a visit. Cecile, what are you talking about? I mean, you've been gone for almost 3 years, right? I'd hoped you'd make a girlfriend or two that you'd introduce me to. Oops, are you actually dating one of them? But trying to keep it under wraps because you're co-workers? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to let the cat out of the bag, Lloyd. Cecile, please. So which one is it? Ellie? Tio? Oh my, you aren't dating both of them at the same time, are you? Cecile, I'm not dating them. Does that mean you're dating him? Well, I've always tried to be an understanding big sister to you. Don't worry, you've got my full support. No, I do not swing that way. Well, she certainly is interesting. Oh, everything about this lady is just wonderful. Even that ditzy personality of hers. Anyway, Cecile, we're actually here about the recent monster attack. Yes, that's right. Already received permission from the head nurse to tell you everything. Happened exactly 1 week ago. That night, one of our residents, Lighton, was assaulted by some monsters. However, there was something odd about it. The CGF report mentions the possibility it may have been a misunderstanding on the victim's part. Is that what you're referring to? Exactly. It seems that the CGF weren't completely convinced by his account. Now, I don't know the specifics, but I heard Lighton was attacked on the roof. The roof? How is that possible? Well, you see, the roof area is a terrace, complete with its own garden. The entrance to the research ward is up there too. Gotcha. So to sum it up, it ain't a place you'd ever expect monsters to show up. Yes, that's the conclusion that the CGF ended up reaching too. But considering they asked you to investigate further, it seems that they weren't satisfied with that answer. I don't know, Cecile. Honestly, I don't think they're expecting that much of us. Always so modest, Lloyd. I read the Crossbow Times, you know. I could tell from that just how hard you guys have been working. Oh, are you talking about the case in the downtown district? Are you telling me they actually made us look good for once? They might not have outright stated it, but the message was clear. On top of that, a couple of those boys wrapped up in the mess were hospitalized at St. Ursula. I heard a bit about the situation while their friends came to visit them. Believe it or not, they kept mentioning that they owed a lot to you for. Huh? Really? I'm glad we were able to help. Aw, you're gonna make me blush. I can see your head swelling before our very eyes, Randy. Let me think. An interview with Leiden is probably a good place to start your investigation. Yeah, if you could introduce us, that'd be great. Also, I'd like to investigate the actual crime scene if possible. I don't think that'll be a problem. I'll show you to both Leiden's room and the roof. Are you sure you have the time for that, Cecile? Oh, don't worry. It's no trouble at all. I'm on break right now, actually. First, we'll head to the second floor of the hospital. Follow me, everyone. Thank you. We appreciate it. I'll follow you anywhere you like. Well, it seems like everyone's really hitting it off with Cecile. Yep. Is this where the victim was attacked, Cecile? Yes, this is the place. Would you like to investigate the area first? No, actually, but before we do that, I want to ask the victim a few questions. Let's go visit him first. Of course. He's being treated on the second floor of the hospital. Follow me. Thanks, Cecile. This should be the room. There are other patients here, so try to keep your voices down, okay? Sure thing, we just need to listen to his account. Shall we then? Things seem to be progressing well. At this rate, I may even be able to discharge you as soon as tomorrow. For real? I wouldn't lie to you about that. Once you get out of here, prepare yourself. I have 100 torums worth of work stacked on my desk waiting for you to tackle it. Dr. Gunter, come on. Way to kick a man while he's down. Lacerations, bruises, and a sprain. Hardly anything major. You'll be fine in no time. Besides, you've been resting quite a lot. You must have a surplus of energy, if anything. My yes, I'd say you should be able to work 10 times harder than before. This is cruel and unusual, Doctor. Are you a sadist or something? Given the amount of work I have to deal with here, I'd say I'm closer to a masochist. Good grief, what in Adios's name are you two talking about? Oh? Nurse Nuez. What's the matter with you two? Talking about that sort of thing here of all places. This is a hospital. What if a child hears you? Sorry about that. Haha, whoops. Fair point. Oh, do we have visitors? They're officers from the CPD. They wanted to speak to Lighten directly about that incident, actually. Oh. So that's what you're here for. I should have guessed. I suppose you don't need me here for that, so I'll be on my way. If you do happen to need me, I'll be making my usual rounds. Thank you, Dr. Gunter. And don't even think about sneaking out to go fishing. Oh, I would never. Excuse me then. Who was that? That was Dr. Gunter, one of our associate professors. Though he's an excellent doctor, his priorities are rather questionable. Now then, Leiden, are you feeling well enough to answer some of their questions? Sure, I don't mind, but didn't the CGF already come through here for their own investigation? Why are the CPD doing one now? Well, unfortunately, the CGF hit a dead end. Because of that, they asked us to assist with an investigation of our own. Ah, okay. I guess this must mean they thought I was dreaming or something. Or maybe they figured I had the worst possible episode of sleepwalking. No, I know that can't be it. Lion, could you tell us exactly what happened last week? If possible, start from the very beginning. Yeah, no problem. It was late, and I had just finished slaving away on my research paper. You see, this particular research paper was for Dr. Lago, who's notoriously hard to please. After hours and hours spent staring at those damn pages, I found myself a bit woozy once I got up from my desk. It sort of felt like I was on a high, honestly. I went outside to get some fresh air, and that's when I heard it. Then, I don't remember much after that. The next morning, the janitor found me on the roof, passed out and torn up. I was immediately taken to one of the hospital rooms and treated, which brings us to now. Thank you. I think I have a general understanding of what happened now. So I take it you didn't get a good look at whatever it was that attacked you? Not really. It's a bit embarrassing to admit, but apparently I passed out from shock. What I can remember is the sight of blood-red eyes, white fangs, and a coat of blackish fur. The CGF asked me if I thought it was wolf-like, and I told them yes, but I was never 100% certain. I see. Where exactly were you wounded? On my right shoulder. It was covered in fang-like marks that made it look like I'd been bitten by something. But strangely enough, all my other injuries were just bumps and a sprain. If I had to guess, I'd say I was knocked down to the floor after I got chomped on, but you're wondering why the monsters stopped there? Am I right? Yes, exactly. Isn't it strange that I wasn't torn to pieces? On top of that, it happened on the roof. I swear, when I told the CGF people that, they looked at me like I'd grown a second head. The only conclusion they could come to was that I somehow staggered onto the highway and ran into a pack of monsters. But you just were discovered unconscious on the hospital roof, were you not? That's true. Maybe I panicked, ran up to the roof, and then passed out. It's not impossible, I guess. That may be a little too far-fetched. Oh, Leiden. You're the only one that they can ask for details. How will they get to the bottom of this if you don't have any confidence in your account? I'm sorry, I just don't know. And as unlikely as that explanation is, it's better than none at all, isn't it? So I figure it makes more sense that I'm just not remembering things very well. I mean, wouldn't it be even worse if it was true that monsters could just suddenly appear on the roof? I understand how you feel, Leiden, but think about it like this. If you were actually attacked on the roof, we need to make sure it doesn't happen to anyone else ever again. Thank you for your help, Layton. I think we'll go investigate the scene of the crime now. Oh, of course. Thanks for looking into this, guys. If you can figure out what happened, we'll be able to keep it from happening again. So, good luck. We're all counting on you. To the roof, then? Right, let's go see for ourselves where Layton was attacked. Cecile, are you still okay on time? My break is over pretty soon, but I can at least show you where he was found. That'd be great, thanks. I heard that one of the hospital staff was assaulted by a pack of monsters about a week ago. Now what the hell is going on? They do realize that my safety must be guaranteed, do they not? What's up with this old fart? You'd think someone in need of their own private room wouldn't be nearly this perky. I think I saw this man featured in the Crossbell Times some time ago. If I remember correctly, he's a member of the Crossbell Diet, hospitalized for poor health after a recent scandal broke out. I'm willing to bet he's just hiding out here until everyone forgets about the whole thing. So he is faking illness to procure himself a hospital room? How disgusting. Since he was the head of the Imperial faction's main lapdog, I assume he was shut up in here to avoid making the group look bad. I'm almost certain that if he attempted to return to the Diet now, his previous posts would be long gone. They turned him into a scapegoat. I almost feel sorry for him in a way. Judging by everything we've heard, the scene of the crime is around here, right? Yes, supposedly, Layton was found collapsed in front of this bench. That matches the report, too. Oh, that's the research ward, isn't it? That's right, all of our doctors and residents do their work there. Do they perhaps perform experiments on dangerous monsters in there? Of course not, silly. The most exotic thing in there is a greenhouse where plants are used for research. How interesting. Thanks for taking the time to show us around, Cecile. For now, I'd like to perform a sweep of the area until we figure something out. Sure, I'm always happy to help. Well, good luck on your investigation, everyone. Be sure to turn over every little stone you can. We will. Thank you for showing us around. We'll have this solved in no time. Look forward to the good news. Okay, guys, like I said, I think we should conduct a thorough sweep before anything else. The monsters appeared on the roof. With that assumption in mind, I want us to focus on pinning down their point of entry. It's a smart plan. Narrowing down the possibilities, that seems to be your favorite method of investigation. Well, let's get to it. Definitely wasn't here. Yeah, now with all that water below. If they really are wolf-like monsters, climbing up from here would be near impossible for them. This is quite high, but I suppose they could have jumped up from the portico. If that's true, they would have had to be able to jump an entire floor upward, not once but twice. Either way, I think it'd be pretty difficult for them to get up that way, so let's put it on the back burner for now. Lloyd, what about here? Looking at the terrain, it's definitely not impossible for this to be the point of entry, but even then, I think it's still too high up. Seems unlikely they came in from this direction. If they had wings, that would explain a lot, but I doubt that's the case. Take a look at this. Do you think the monsters might have gone in through here? Normally you wouldn't be able to jump up here from that floor. However, a framed photograph of Cecile, Lloyd, and a young man with a fearless glint in his eyes sits on the shelf. Oh, it's that picture of Cecile, Guy, and me. If that's here, that must mean this is Cecile's room, right? Alright, we should probably climb up here and check just to be safe. Randy, mind giving me a hand? You got it, pal. Tops of the boxes are covered in dust and strange markings. Upon further inspection, it's clear that they are paw prints. Bingo! Yeah, those are definitely from a monster. Looks like paw prints to me. There's our lead. And that means the probability that they gain entry through here is extremely high. Yeah, I agree. This spot doesn't look too high up from the ground. We should probably let the hospital know so they can stop them from coming in here again. Yes, I agree. So does this mean we're done with our investigation here? Yeah, but there are still a lot of unanswered questions. Why did they even want to come up to the roof in the first place? And why were Leiden's wounds as light as they were? We have a lot to figure out. I suppose only the monsters themselves would know the answers. Sounds about right. What we got should be enough to round out the CGS report, though. It should be. For now, let's report back to Cecile before we return to the city. We still need to thank her, too. Back to the nurses station, then? I'm down with that. The box's lid is coated in the thick dust. Must have been left alone for a long time. Long time. Wait a second. What's wrong? It's nothing. They jumped up from over there. There should be paw prints or something on top of the box. But considering the dust is undisturbed, the boxes must not have been touched for a long time. Am I missing something here? Maybe it's just my imagination. What's this? At various spots on the handrail, there are signs of paint chipping. Lloyd, what is it? Find something? Not really. It's nothing important. These scratches look like they were made recently. Pardon me, everyone. I've got my hands tied filling out the hospital's account book right now. If you need anything, confer with Philia outside, alright? You're looking for Cecile? I don't think she went back to the nurse's station, but I could be wrong. Maybe she went to take care of some other work. Oh, hello there, everyone. You're those police officers, right? How's the investigation coming along? We're just about finished, actually. Also, I was hoping I could let Cecile know what we found. Miss Nuez, I mean? Oh, is that right? It's just like Cecile said. Come again? I've heard loads of stories about you, Lord Bannings. Cecile hasn't been able to stop talking about you since your big homecoming. And now I understand why. You're so cute. Me? Cute? Why are you blushing, Lloyd? My word, Lloyd, we're on duty. You're just as bad as Randy. I'm not blushing, and I'm nowhere near as bad as Randy. Hey man, chill. Let me show you how a real pro does things. What are you... you know, babe, if you ask me, you're the real cutie here. Huh? Me? Oh, but where are my manners? The name's Randy. And you are? Philia. I'm Philia. Do you work with Lloyd, Randy? Sure do. I'm a certified boy in blue. Celebrate our meeting. How about you join me for a little party this weekend? This guy'll be there, of course, and you're free to bring some girlfriends too. Now, doesn't that sound like a good time? Wait a second here, Randy. It's definitely tempting. I like to let my hair down every so often. So I'll call up some of my friends and see who's available. That is just bad. Hell yeah, I'll call them all up. How's Garante sound? That's my go-to bar in the city. He has quite the silver tongue. Suppose his claims of being a ladies' man weren't all talk after all. We came here to report to Cecile. How did it end up like this? Wow, I've got to be the luckiest guy in Crossville. Having a few drinks with an angel like yourself is more than I could ask for. An angel, huh? I'm afraid I'm just a regular nurse, Randy. Are you okay with that? No problemo. Besides, you rock that uniform. However, your lady here ain't too bad if I'm being honest with myself. But you, babe, you drive me crazy. Oh, Randy. Ain't too bad, Goodness me, I think I'm going red in the face. Huh? Hello there, Martha. Don't act all innocent, Missy. Did you remember to take your temperatures this afternoon? That was your job, right? And this weekend, did you somehow forget that we're overseeing an incredibly complex surgery? Whoopsie daisy. I'm really sorry, Randy. It looks like we're going to have to reschedule. See you later, everyone. What? Perhaps you'd like to spend the weekend with me instead? I'm sure I'm angel enough for you now. Of course. Let me just double check my schedule. You're up, Lloyd. Tag in. Randy, please. I'm terribly sorry about him, ma'am. Well, what's done is done. So has your investigation yielded anything? Must be if you're here for Cecile. Yes, ma'am. We just finished, actually. We found a few leads, so we wanted to give her a rundown of everything. I see. Around this time, Cecile should be checking in on that girl. And I don't think it's necessary to use the intercom to page her over. Okay, how about this? Why don't you guys go to Cecile and give her your report in person? She should be visiting one of our patients in the furthest room on the 3rd floor. Are we really allowed to go into a patient's room? We won't be interrupting? Of course not. The young child she's looking after is hospitalized here under special circumstances. I'm sure she'd love to have some visitors, so it'd be nice if you could say hello while you're there. Sure thing, we'd be happy to. So you want us to keep the kiddo company for a little bit, huh? That's right. Thanks, I appreciate it. If you'll excuse me. Hey, Cecile. Oh, Lloyd. The head nurse told us that you were working up here. But are we interrupting? No, not at all. These are the people I was telling you about, Shizuku. The police officers of the CPD. Defenders of justice. One beating at a time. Defenders of justice? I think you might be overselling us a bit, Cecile. Thank you for everything you do, officers. My name is Shizuku McLean. We're glad to help, Shizuku. Wait, hold on. You said McLean? That name definitely rings a few bells. I'm sure you've seen it in the papers plenty of times. You see, her father is none other than Arios McLean. Or Arios. Seriously? The Divine Blade of Wind? That guy's got a kid? Do you all know my father? Well, I guess you could say that. He helped us out of a tight spot a while ago, but we haven't seen him much since. Oh, is that so? I know my father can be a bit blunt sometimes, so I hope he didn't do anything to offend you. No, definitely not. Honestly, meeting someone as accomplished as him pushed me to be better myself. He certainly didn't mince his words, but it was clear he is a dependable man who truly cares about people. You have a wonderful father, don't you, Shizuku? Do you really think so? Ah, Shizuku, you were always such a daddy's girl, weren't you? Still, whenever he comes to visit, you're so shy. You should just let loose. Say stuff like, I love you, father, and give him lots of big hugs, okay? But Cecile, that's embarrassing. Hard to imagine that workaholic getting smothered by his daughter, huh? Agreed, it is quite hard to picture. By the way, we might have a lead for your case. Shizuku tells me that she noticed something out of the ordinary that night. She did? Well, I remember that night Leiden was attacked. I was having a hard time falling asleep, so I stayed up reading my Braille books. Then all of a sudden I heard a scream. Really? What happened next? Well, I was curious what was happening, so I opened the window and listened very carefully. I didn't hear any more screams, but I did hear something that sounded like heavy breathing. Then after a few minutes, I suddenly heard a thumping sound, almost like someone was jumping. And, that's all I remember. Interesting. Did you tell the CGF all that too? To be honest, I thought I dreamt the entire thing. I only realized I hadn't when Cecile told me what happened. I'm so sorry, everyone. If only I had said something earlier. No, it's fine. We appreciate you telling us, Shizuku. Anyway, this statement supports the clues we found during our investigation of the roof. Sure does. And that scream she heard must have been lightened right before you fainted. Then those sounds afterward could have been the wolves panting as they jumped on the boxes to escape. Oh, and there was one other thing. Though I might have just misheard it. It's okay, Shizuku. Even the smallest detail might be an important clue. Okay. There's one more sound I thought I heard as all those other sounds were happening. It was kind of like a faint whistling coming from somewhere in the distance. Whistling? Maybe it was some kind of specific noise these monsters make? Shizuku, have you heard that particular sound before? No, I only heard it that night. I must have misheard it after all. I wouldn't be so sure. Anyway, thanks for giving us your statement, Shizuku. It might end up being the clue we need. Cecile, are you ready to hear our report? I think our investigation here has helped make the truth a little bit clearer. Yes, of course. Well, Shizuku, I'll see you around dinner time, alright? Okay. I hope the rest of your shift goes well, Cecile. And good luck with your investigation, everyone. You can count on it, Shizuku. We'll definitely come visit again, okay? Cecile, that girl. Yes, she lost her eyesight in an accident several years ago. Fortunately, there's hope she may regain it someday. She's been staying at St. Ursula and undergoing treatment little by little. Well, that's good to hear. Must be very difficult for her. She's a brave girl. Since the Bracer Guild keeps her father busy, she gets quite lonely here. Yet despite that, she always has a smile on her face. I'd really appreciate it if you four could be her friends. I'm sure she'd like that too. Of course, Cecile. We'd love to. She seems like a lovely girl. I certainly wouldn't mind spending more time with her. I feel the same. Leave it to me, Cecile. I'll use every bit of my charm to keep that smile on her face. Thank you, everyone. Now back to business. I take it you figured something out, right? Mind filling me in? So the monsters got in through here then? Right. We still don't know what compelled them to do it. But the hospital should take some precautions for the time being. I agree, we'll have to improvise. It may be possible to set up some sort of fence to keep the monsters away. Yeah, that should do the trick. You would need something sturdy that can be easily set up. Does the hospital have anything like that? I believe we have something amongst our outdoor equipment that would work. I'll talk to the chief and see if we can get it installed soon. Good work today, guys. Thanks to you all, everyone at the hospital can work worry-free. Nothing to it. We didn't do anything that special. All we did was figure out how the wolves got in. Hey now, if not for you, we would have known how to prevent something like this from happening again. If you keep this up, then before too long, the SSS will be on the front page just as often as Arios. I guarantee it. You really think so? Hell yeah, we will. Thank you for the kind words, Cecile. We will do our best. I'm glad. Lloyd, when you're able to take some time off, let's meet up, okay? I'd like to go visit his grave together. Yeah, we should do that. Oh, one last thing. When I see you next, make sure to tell me whether you're dating Ellie or Tio, okay? I'll have to congratulate you on getting your first girlfriend. I told you it wasn't like that. Oh, and I didn't mean to leave you out, Randy. Just let me know, okay? Whoever it is, you have my full support. How many times do I need to tell you? Hey, if it'll make Cecile happy, I don't mind giving it a try. Well, I'd mind. I'd love to talk more, but I'll have to excuse myself here. Take care on the way back, everyone. We will. Thank you for everything. Oh, I think I'm in love. Warm, reliable, open-minded. She seems like an amazing person, Lloyd. I'm glad you think so too. We may not be real siblings, but she's family in my eyes. That reminds me, Lloyd. What exactly is your relationship with her? Huh? I'm a little curious too. You say you're not related, but I've never seen you act like such a little brother. What are you implying? Damn you, Lloyd. This whole time you were getting babied by a babe like her? I'd let her be my big sis any day. Please switch bodies with me. Come on, man. You know that isn't possible. Actually, I think it's about time we drop this whole pointless conversation and head back to the city. It's already evening, and we still have to put together a report of today's investigation. He dodged the question. Yes, quite blatantly at that. Curse you, Lloyd. She's totally my type, too. Can you guys stop talking behind my back? I'm right here, you know. Time for some hardcore fishing. Oh. There it is. If fishing at a hospital is wrong, I don't want to be right. Oh, come on. I had that one. Snow crab. Crap. Ooh, celestial balm. Ooh, Burglass. Hell yeah. I think that's a hard one to get, if I'm remembering right. Okay then. Should we wait for the bus? According to the schedule, one's supposed to come in 15 minutes. That's modern conveniences for you. And they got them coming all the way till, forever, apparently. All the way till 11 p.m.? The fare is really cheap, too. I recall that the city is managing the buses. Given the pricing and schedule, I can only wonder if they make a profit, though. You have to remember that the hospital is important to everyone in Crossbell State. Given the high demand and room in the state's budget, they must have enough merit to fund the service. That makes sense. Being able to visit the hospital this easily is definitely something to be thankful for. What a beautiful sunset. Yes, it is indeed beautiful. Almost overwhelmingly so. Phew, after a day packed with walking around, this bus feels like a gift from Idios. Man, imagine if we got our hands on our own car. Soon. Soon. Yeah, I wouldn't count on that. I think the investigative divisions use them, though. If I recall correctly, I believe each I'm gonna have to move that. Okay, I was right. If I recall correctly, I believe that each first division detective has a private car prepared for them. Seriously? I understand special treatment, but that just seems excessive. It's times like these that it really sucks to be the misfits. Well, it's no use wishing for stuff we can't get. Besides, traveling on the highway is pretty good training, don't you think? Though I'm hesitant to agree, I can't deny it. I take it we will not be conducting any further investigations today, correct? Yeah, we can make our way to Maine's tomorrow. Like I said, let's head back for now and write up our reports. Roger. I think today was more exhausting than we were expecting. You got that right, but man, it was all worth it to meet an angel like Cecile. Alright, next time I'm gonna get her to hit the clubs with me. You're persistent, Randy, I'll give you that. It's good as boy. Lloyd and the others returned to the SSS that night and began compiling a report of the day's investigation. The newly found evidence, uncertainties, and theories were all discussed, organized for Sergei's convenience. Before they knew it, the clock had struck midnight. Once finished, they returned to their respective rooms, exhausted, and fell asleep. Wait, Guy. What do you mean you're gonna go on a trip? Where are you even going? The Principality of Romiferia. Don't worry, I should be back in a month or two. Might even be as short as 2 weeks depending on how things go. No, I get that, but you're a CPD detective, aren't you? Is it really okay for you to leave Crossbell for that long? Ah, what's with the long face? Are you that sad that your big brother's going away for a bit? Poor little Lloyd. Are you gonna be lonely here by yourself? Nuh-uh. I'm perfectly fine on my own. Why stop at 2 months? You can leave for 2 years for all I care. Whoa, relax. I was just kidding. You see, the truth is, I'm not going to Romiferia for fun. This is a top secret job, Lloyd. Sounds fishy to me. I mean, top secret? What kind of secrets are we even talking about? Ha! I knew you were going to ask that. Well, I can't dive into specifics, but I'm in charge of escorting this cute little girl back to her... Let's go up here for a while. Back to her home. Huh? The girl and I are escaping to Romaferia, a beautiful northern country. So tell me, just how jealous are you? Okay, no more joking around. I asked the neighbors to look after you while I'm away. Make sure you get dinner and all that. Breakfast and lunch are your job, though. I'm not a kid, I can cook my own meals. Wait, that's beside the point. A cute little girl. Just what exactly are you trying to pull, guy? What are you going to do if Cecile finds out about all this? Huh? What does Cecile have to do with any of this? What does she... Ah, you're impossible. What could she possibly see in this massive idiot? For your information, I've already discussed this with her. What? Yeah, there seems to be a little misunderstanding here, Lloyd. Even though I call it a trip, it's still very much police work. And the girl is only... I missed that. A dream? I haven't thought about it that in forever. Must have been around 12 when that happened, or was it 13? If I remember correctly, after that... Lloyd speaking. Good, you're up. Have you finished that report yet? Yes, sir. Yesterday's investigation is all written up. Excellent. Now round up everyone and come to my office. You have guests. Excuse us, sir. Deputy Commander Bales? Man, how did I know? Good morning, you four. Morning, everyone. It's nice to see you, Deputy Commander. We thought our guest might be you. She just happened to drop by. Apparently, she wants to hear about how your investigation is going. Yeah, of course. But isn't this on pretty short notice? We still haven't even been able to investigate Mainz yet. I apologize, everyone. It wasn't my intention to rush you. The situation, however, has changed. What do you mean? Up until yesterday, the Guardian Force was conducting regular patrols and providing security to Mainz. However, this morning it was decided that we're to issue a full withdrawal. You're withdrawing the guardsmen? But it has only been 3 days since the last monster sighting. Correct, we had planned on providing security for at least another week. But the order came directly from the CGF commander. He claimed it was a waste of resources. He thinks protecting innocent civilians is a waste? Tch, I never liked that spineless kiss-ass. You know him? Oh yeah. When I was serving at Belgard Gate, I saw him loads of times. Basically, he's top dog of the Guardian Force and buddy-buddy with some Imperial faction big shot. He's more of a fan of whining and dining rather than actually doing his job. So the rumors are true after all. However, wouldn't the CGF pulling out this early present a problem? It would be too dangerous. Yes, precisely. If the attacks were limited to one location, it might have been handed off to the guild. But unfortunately, the attacks cover too wide of an area. As Deputy Commander of the Crossbell Guardian Force, I can't turn a blind eye to this. The problem is that we weren't able to neutralize the monsters after 3 weeks of investigating. And despite the attacks happening all throughout Crossbell, the actual damages weren't all that serious. With that as a pretext, the commander gave the order to cease all operations related to the matter immediately. So that's how it happened. Oh, how rude of me. I still haven't introduced you yet, have I? This is Sergeant Major Seeker. She is young, but extremely skilled in both combat and operating orbital vehicles. She serves as my aide-de-camp. I'm Noel Seeker. It's nice to officially meet all of you. Nice to meet you too. Hold on, you said your last name was Seeker? By any chance are you related to Fran, one of the CPD receptionists? I am. Fran's my little sister. What a small world. I'm glad to know she has such dependable co-workers at the CPD. I'd say she's the dependable one. She's really helped us out a lot already. Huh, so you're that Sergeant Major I heard so much about. Sergeant Major Seeker? The young guard who's become Tangram's shining beacon of hope? I wouldn't go that far. Besides, I've heard about you too, Randy. The Bellegarde forces have had a lot to say. It's nice to finally put a face to the stories. I guess my reputation precedes me. What kind of stories are we talking about? Primarily ones involving escapades with women, I assume. You got me there. The guys were always jealous of my skills with the ladies. I mean, I would be too if I were in their shoes. I'll politely ask for you to leave things at that, Orlando. Ugh. So, as you might be able to tell, we found ourselves in a problematic situation. I think now your investigation may be our only chance of making it through this. To be blunt, I'm grasping at straws here. I need to know what you found out. Of course. We're about to submit our report to the chief anyway, so we can brief you as well since you're here. That's that then? Well, Sonia, what do you think of my rookies? They've exceeded my expectations. The legend of the Divine Wolves and how the culprits appeared on the roof of St. Ursula Medical College. What do you make of all this, Seeker? Honestly, I'm surprised. I guess a trained detective is just able to spot things we couldn't. It's more than simply their observation, Seeker. It's their entire detective process. Very well, it's decided then. I'll entrust the rest of the main's investigation to the special support section. With you four heading the operation, perhaps new unexpected leads may come to light. Understood. We'll continue our investigation as planned. Doesn't this mean we'll be going against the CGF commander's orders, though? Well, the orders I was given didn't specify to have you abandon the case as well. And if you happen to uncover a solid lead, it would give us more than enough reason to involve ourselves once more. So I trust you have no objections, yes? Not at all, ma'am. Very clever, Deputy Commander. Just so you know, it seemed as if the monsters were able to predict our strategies and movements. Acting as a small team instead of a large unit is probably smarter. With luck, you may even be able to catch them unaware. At least that's what I hope. Got it. Thanks for the heads up. If possible, I'd like to head over to Maine's ASAP. Yeah, that would be for the best. If you uncover anything substantial, contact my office at Tangram Great. Sergey, would you mind saving our other conversation for another day? No complaints here. Be careful out there, you got it? Don't go pushing your luck. You're one to talk. Seeker, let's go. Yes, ma'am. I'm taking my leave here. I hate when they skip through text. It's probably because I have turbo mode on. She sure is a busy woman. Yes, she is. Apparently she oversaw the entire withdrawal of her troops from Mainz early this morning. A real shame she's at the mercy of that incompetent sleazebag boss of hers. Not only that, she's got to keep a constant eye on the Calvardian border. Basically, she's always drawing the short end of the stick. Can only imagine. By the way, have you known the deputy commander for a while? The two of you did seem quite comfortable with each other. Come to think of it, Deputy Commander Bales was the one who recommended me here in the first place. What kind of relationship are you hiding from us, boss? Calm down, she's just an old friend. More importantly, it's clear to me that your investigation yesterday really put you guys through the ringer. You still gotta head to Mainz, but don't tell me you're planning to hike all the way there on foot again. Definitely not. Yesterday just had some unique circumstances. We intend to take the bus today whenever possible. Oh, is that right? And here I thought you were following the Bracers' example. The Bracers' example? Yeah, what are you talking about? It's kind of their whole initiation thing. They have junior Bracers tour the surrounding area on foot. That way they build up stamina, pile up loads of combat experience, and most importantly, get a lay of the land. 3 birds, 1 stone. That does seem pretty effective. Ah, that makes sense. No wonder they're so good at what they do. Perhaps that is what Estelle and Joshua were doing when we met them yesterday. So they've already started their tour of Crossbow then. How diligent of them. Heh, those two have got an impressive amount of experience under their belts. I even heard they were part of a big part of the effort to fix that whole fiasco that happened in Liberal last year. The Liberal incident? That was when Orbital Power suddenly shut down all across the country. For real? That sounds pretty serious. If they're really that skilled, then it makes sense they're able to wipe out those monsters so easily. Here in Crossbow, they're no more than rookies, just like you. They might just surpass you before you know it, though, so keep at it, and try not to let them get too far ahead. If you take too long in this case, you can bet the guild's gonna swoop in. We'll get to the bottom of it, sir. Let's head to Mainz as soon as we're ready. If we lead through the north exit, the bus stop should be right ahead. Let's resupply and double check our gear while we're here. I also advise checking the terminal before we leave. Well, guess we better get going. Side quests. Oof. Oh. Urgently requesting help inspecting the train bound for the Empire. I'll take all the help I can get. I'll be waiting inside Crossbow Station. My apartment complex, Maison Imelda, is crawling with monsters. I request aid from any capable exterminators. Please make haste to my antique shop in the back alley. A dangerous monster, Fall Eagle, has been sighted on the side of Main's mountain path. We ask that the special support section deal with this threat swiftly. Alright, gotta go to what's his face? Oscar. So how's your hunt for the ingredients going, Lloyd? Did someone order fish fillets and monster eggs? Thanks, you guys really saved my hide. I knew I could count on you, Lloyd. You always had my back when I've been in trouble ever since we were kids. You're telling me Lloyd's always been like this? Figures. I assumed he was, judging by his overly soft-hearted nature. Let's cut him some slack. We are talking about Lloyd Bannings here. I don't know what I did to deserve those backhanded compliments. Come on, loosen up. They're saying you're a good guy, that's all. Oh hey, you should try out some of the bread I baked today. Consider it out on the house. Appreciate it, Oscar. We'll make sure to pick out a loaf later. We're going to head out now. Good luck with your apprenticeship. Don't need it. It'll be a piece of cake. Where's my free bread? Let's report that in. Ooh. Let's go check the weapon shop. Wrong way. See what our guide has to say. Nope, just finished it. Get one of those. Get one of those. Ooh, dangerous. Almost got them all. That's pretty good. Now let's finally attach some more quartz. Attack 1. Let's throw poison on there. That's always nice. Yeah. We'll do an EP cut. Well, he doesn't need as much. Act 2? Hell yeah. Ooh, I like that. Oh, might need some more wind. Well, they are the ones responsible for protecting the whole state. Makes sense that they have some of the best gear. Don't know if I can really recommend the CGF as a great place to work though. But I can think of another organization that could make use of a pretty little face like yours. Oh wow, thanks a bunch, Randy. I knew it. Something like an R&D factory is much more suited to me, isn't it? That's not what I... It would seem you are now 0 for 2 after your flop at St. Ursula, Randy. Ooh, I can make one. There we go. This station never fails to amaze me. Has it already been a month now since I stepped off that train? Wow. Time really flies, doesn't it? Now I believe this station's inspection officer was the one who submitted this request, right? Yeah, let's go ask him about it. Grumble. Looks like we're behind schedule. Excuse me, but are you the inspection officer? We're here regarding your support requests. Oh, so you're the special support section then. About time. Name's Quattro. I'm here on assignment from the Imperial Army to work as the station's inspection officer. If you don't mind, I'd like to cut to the chase. We'll accept my request. You can count on us, Quattro. Could you talk us through the specifics? Sheesh. Very well. But then again, something wrong? Not necessarily. I just wasn't expecting to have to rely on such young people for assistance. Though I suppose it's better than if no one had showed up at all. The hell? We offer up our help in his hour of need, and this stuck-up old geezer decides to talk down to us? You say something, Red? I'd advise you not to pay him any mind. Just to clarify, you submitted a request asking for assistance in an inspection? That's correct. A train bound for Erebonia will be arriving any second now. I want your help in inspecting the interior of said train. And by inspection you mean we'll be looking for any passengers or luggage considered too dangerous for Erebonian territory, correct? Precisely. I don't normally have to do this on my own, but I woke up to a torrent of sick leaves this morning. That's why I had to issue a request for outside help. That makes sense. Conducting an inspection like this alone would take way too long. Glad you understand. That makes things easier. The Erebonia-bound passenger train will soon be arriving at Platform 2. We ask that all passengers wishing to board the train make their way to the platform. There it is now. Once we're on the platform, I'll delve into the specifics of the job. Now follow me. This wasn't exactly what I had in mind when we got this request. Can't stand this dude's high and mighty attitude, but he's in a bind. Let's give him a hand. It's settled then. Shall we head down to Platform 2? A friend of mine is going to Erebonia, so I came to see him off. Aren't they leaving yet? It's been a while. They typically don't inspect any passengers inbound to Crossbill. They're more concerned with anybody heading out to Erebonia or Calvard. No, I haven't, but thanks for the follow. As a consequence, smugglers and illegal immigrants are especially fond of traveling into Crossbow by train. A good friend of mine is coming in on the next train. It's been, what, 10 years? I'm getting nostalgic. Allow me to briefly explain the specifics of the task at hand. Please do, we're all ears. I'll be assigning each of you to a car to inspect. You'll speak to every passenger, inspect their luggage, and verify the validity of their entry application. If by chance you come across any passengers without an entry application or who are in possession of dangerous goods, They're to be detained immediately. Okay, got it. I'm fine with the whole inspection thing, but what do we do if anyone's not in their seats during the check? I kind of get the feeling like a bunch of amateurs like us might not be able to cover everybody. Not to worry, we've got that covered. Passengers are not permitted to move about the cars for the duration of the inspection. It's a rule that was put in place because we'd occasionally get crafty sorts trying to dodge the inspection by shuffling around. You are certainly strict. Alright, I think I've got the idea now. Although, I'm a little bothered that each person has to inspect their own car. Randy and I will definitely be fine on our own, but what about Ellie and Tio? Really? This is the moment you decide to start worrying about us? Might I remind you that I'm a police officer as well? My hand-to-hand skills are more than satisfactory. Likewise. Even if a suspect were to resort to violence, I find it difficult to imagine that they would be able to overpower the both of us. Man, come on, Lloyd. You should know by now that these gals aren't just some dainty damsels. You gotta get that through your thick skull already. Fair point. Sorry. With that said, are you all ready to commence the inspection? Yes, understood. Good. You're ready. Very well. Without further ado, let's begin the inspection. I'll inspect the first car, so please divide the remaining cars amongst yourselves. In that case, I'll take the second car. Ellie, Tio, and Randy, take the following 3 cars in that exact order. Roger. Understood. See you later then. Let me remind you that this task will require your full attention. Alright, I've got a train to inspect. There sure are a lot of travelers here. Can't say I'm surprised. I need to make sure to be polite while questioning each person. Oh, an inspector, you say? How am I supposed to buy that? Proof. I demand to see proof. I don't... What do I do? Wait, this should work. Take a look at this. Lloyd showed the passenger his detective notebook. I'm from the Crossbow Police Department, Special Support Section. We're assisting with inspections today. Police? Guess that checks out. Though doing this is kind of misleading. Well, whatever, just get it over with. Thanks. All your luggage and carry-ons look good and follow our regulations. Thank you for your cooperation. Skip the pleasantries, just hurry this inspection up. Kind of in a rush. Yeah, not too much longer. Pardon me, I'm an assistant inspector. I apologize for the inconvenience, but would you mind me checking your luggage and entry papers? Inspector, not every day you see one in such a casual getup. Anyway, what's the issue? You find it strange that a woman is traveling alone? Is that it? What? No, that's not. For your information, I wanted nothing more than to go with my boyfriend. But since he dumped me out of the blue, I had no choice to come alone. But that won't stop me. I'm going to find myself a rich, noble boyfriend somewhere in the Empire. I didn't mean to trigger this story. Well, nothing I can do about it. I'll just listen to her while I finish up the inspection. You get it, don't you? Wasn't that, like, so rude of him? Yeah, real jerk. By the way, your luggage and papers are all good and follow our regulations. Thank you for your cooperation. You okay? No, it's fine. It's just... It was refreshing spilling my heart out to you. I can't remember the last time someone listened to my problems. Say, if you want to, why don't we run away to Erebania together? Sorry, I have a job to do. It was nice meeting you. Excuse me, I'm an assistant inspector. Apologize for the inconvenience, but would you mind me checking your luggage and entry papers? An inspector, are you? Very well. Hey, why haven't we left yet? Waiting is boring. Sweet Adios, will this child ever learn patience? Pardon, my son. It's no big deal. Sorry, it'll be a little while longer. Can you be a good kid for just a little bit longer while we finish up our job? I guess. With that settled, I should try to wrap this up quickly. Alright, your luggage and papers look good to go. Thank you for your cooperation. Good to hear. Mister, can you pinky promise me you'll hurry and let the train leave? Hey, you can't just... what am I going to do with you? Pardon me, I'm an assistant inspector. Apologize for the inconvenience, but would you mind me checking your luggage and entry papers? Yes, of course. Just one moment. Are you okay? Oh, it's nothing. It's just the deep green foliage of the Knox Forest is incredibly charming. Knowing that, I couldn't help but feel a bit giddy before departing. Sounds like you have a nice hobby there. Oops, I accidentally wasted your time, didn't I? An inspection, was it? Oh, yes, that's right. If you'll excuse me then. Alright, your luggage and papers look good to go. Thank you for your cooperation. No, thank you for your dedication. Not suspicious at all. Haha, anyway, I look forward to when we finally leave the station. I'm sure you do. Excuse me, I'm one of the assistant inspectors. I apologize. Yeah, check entry papers, yeah. An inspection? I suppose it's fine. What? No way. I have all my panties in my luggage, you know. Good point. Sorry, but you heard the lady. No, hold on. You can't just refuse. It doesn't work like that. It's regulation, so please work with me. I'll show the utmost consideration when inspecting your delicates. So he says. Yeah, you better, mister. This is harder than it looks. All your luggage and carry-ons look good and follow our regulations. Thank you for your cooperation. You're welcome. Now scram. That should be the last of the passengers. I didn't notice anything suspicious, so I should regroup with the others and report to Mr. Quattro. It was kind of nerve-wracking doing these inspections for the first time. I didn't overlook anyone, did I? Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing the beautiful scenery during the ride. The deep green foliage of the Knox is especially charming. Can't we leave already? Oh. Family of 3 first. Mom, can I go explore the rest of the train cars? No, you can't. Now sit still until the inspections end. Listen to your mother, son. You don't want to annoy the inspector. What? But that guy sitting over there came from the car in front of ours, so why can't I go too? The front train car? Could that be one of the one Mr. Quattro is expecting? He might have just had some business with the conductor. No, wait a second. Maybe he changed cars after the inspections began. Oh, beautiful scenery. Yep. Excuse me, sir. Do you have a minute? Oh, what's wrong? I thought the inspection already ended. It had, but there's something bothering me. With your permission, may I read you the inspection? Sure, I don't mind. Forget to check something? Here's my luggage and entry papers. Oh no, I won't be the one conducting the inspection. I'm planning on asking the official inspector, Mr. Quattro, to do it. Quattro? Why? Aren't you more than capable of doing a silly little inspection? So you do know him. No, you see... Quattro laid down some ground rules before we began the inspections. One that stood out to me was you may not move to another car during inspections. Of course I know that. Are you implying I broke that rule? Yes, I am. Hate to break it to you, but I have a witness. That rowdy boy sitting over there saw you entering from the car up front. What? That's preposterous. This has got to be some mistake, right? I'm sure we could confirm the boy's statement if we ask the train conductor. The question still stands. Why would you transfer cars? If things went according to plan, you would have been inspected by Mr. Quattro. But in spite of the rules, you snuck away on this train car. The only logical conclusion is that you didn't want Quattro to see you. Am I wrong? Please, I'm begging you, overlook this. I just wanted to have a fun little trip. Yeah, that's all it is. Look, you said my papers are good to go, didn't you? If that's the case, then it should be fine if Quattro double checks them, right? What? No, please. I don't know all the details, but as long as I'm working as an assistant inspector, I can't ignore any suspicious behavior. I'll need you to come with me. Fine. This man has falsified his immigration papers. Falsified? How so? So you mean to say he lied about his personal history? Correct, he's a former swindler from Calvert. This guy likes to bounce around. I've had a run-in with him before, when he tried to conceal his criminal record on this same application. This marks the second time I've caught him. Good grief, this man's a fool. A former swindler? If he's not swindling anymore, what's he up to now? Now that his prison sentence in Calvert is up, it looks like he's trying to lead an honest life. The frauds he committed were relatively small in scale, so apparently he wasn't given too heavy of a sentence. It's unfortunate, though. A criminal record will follow someone for the rest of their lives. That's probably why he felt the need to falsify his documents. If immigration papers show a criminal record, your ability to travel is heavily restricted. If only I hadn't gone and committed fraud. I'm sure he regrets his crimes, but he chose this life when he broke the law. Committing crimes will burden you for the rest of your life, and the world would be a better place if more people understood that. So what's going to happen to this man? I've detained him in my office for the time being. I'll give him a stern warning and then ship him back off to Calvert. It's nothing out of the ordinary for me. Yeah, I guess there's no other choice. At any rate, we've successfully completed our inspection without incident. We're a bit behind schedule, but we should be able to see this train off safely now. I believe I owe the Special Sports Section a proper thank you, don't I? I'll be sure to give you a ring next time I need help. It was our pleasure. We learned a lot helping out with this request. Feel free to give us a call if you ever need our help again. I think I'll take you up on that offer. Phew, that was a lot harder than I was anticipating. You can say that again. Although Tio is probably the most exhausted among us. She's in Among Us? Oh gosh. Why do you say that? People thought she was some kind of mascot for the train station and kept smothering her. A mascot? Are you alright, Tio? Don't tell me you're so traumatized that you can no longer speak. No, not quite. I'm simply experiencing some mental fatigue. I should recover in a bit. Can we leave, please? Yeah, sure. I hope you aren't straining yourself too hard, Tio. Alright, what are we doing next? Oof. Monster cleanup. Just need one more follower for our follower goal. Back alley. You know what? I can just warp there. So you came after all. Special support section. Good morning, ma'am. You must be Imelda. Indeed I am. Hehehe. I see quite a few youngsters have come to help me, eh? Let me get a good look at you. Imelda began to analyze each member from head to toe. Wow, is it just me? Is her face massive? That's great. I don't think that was in the other fan translation. Lloyd, shush. But I will say she's certainly has quite the presence. Not that that comes as a surprise. She's practically a cross-spelling celebrity. Excuse us, Imelda. Was it Imelda? I don't know. Your support request mentioned those monsters are running loose in your apartment complex, right? And ain't it right here in the city? That could turn ugly real quick. Hehehe. It certainly could. She does not seem very concerned, does she? This lady's got nerves of steel. So, kids, will you take care of them? Hehehe. Wonderful. Shall we talk business then? Sure. Could you give us the details? Oh, as I'm sure you know, I own quite a bit of land and property in the city. The apartment complex in question is called the Maison Imelda, named after yours truly. It is in the downtown district, in a spot that's a bit tucked away. In the downtown district, huh? I'm sure it's a mess, leaving a place like that unchecked. It's no wonder you ended up with a monster problem. Exactly right. Those pests never fail to crawl out of the woodwork the second your back's turned. If you don't tidy up the place, I doubt the property will last another week. All I ask is that you go in and track them down and eviscerate them. Simple as that. Yes, ma'am. Sounds like another straightforward extermination for us. The situation could escalate if we leave them be. Let's make sure we are thorough. Suppose I should give you this too. Thank you, ma'am. Downtown district then? Exquisite dolls are lined up side by side. Whoa, antique dolls? They look meticulously made. Let's go back to here. Much like a piece you would find in an art museum. Yeah, they're really something. Looks like they cost an arm and a leg too. We are in an antique shop after all. They don't look like those dolls though. Got all the fast travel. Seems to be the apartment she was talking about. It certainly looks unmanaged, and it's covered in dust too. Shall we enter the premises? Yeah, hold on a sec, I'll unlock the door. Okay, we're clear to go in. Stay on guard, everyone. There may be monsters roaming around. Alright, let's kick some ass and take some names. Alright, we made it in. We don't know what lies ahead, so be careful. Man, get a load of all this dust piled up in here. Not to mention this place is freaking huge. Seems like just the kind of place you'd find monsters. Indeed, I sense they've been running amok in here. Our request explicitly stated that our job was to exterminate, so we'll have to take out all of the monsters in here. Stay sharp, everyone. Ooh, piece of candy. Let's play hide and seek. You hide something valuable in me, and then go seek therapy for your kleptomania. That's amazing. And Meld appears to have left a voice recorder in the chest. The chest joined your party. Its movement is 0, however, so it will wait here. That's great. Did we manage to clear them all out? Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure we covered all the rooms. But just to be safe, let's do a quick loop around and make sure we didn't miss anything before we head out. Roger that. Sound plan. Hey, you punks. The hell you think you're doing running around like you own the damn place? Huh? Care to explain what a bunch of cops are doing so close to Ignis turf? Oh, psh, it's just you. I guess this apartment building is pretty close to your base, isn't it? Ha 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 ha. What's up with him? Ha ha ha. Get a load of you guys. You look like a bunch of dust bunnies. Oh, I suppose you were right. We couldn't help it. We've been fighting monsters in a dusty den. Monsters? They like to make nests out of abandoned buildings around here. Nothing new to me. Infestations like this are common? Yeah, I figured this wasn't the safest area to be living in. Hey, all that ruckus and you haven't even finished the job yet? Wait, what are you talking about? We've gone over all the rooms there already. Just occurred to me. There's a strong chance that the monsters have bred inside of here. Truth be told, that was something I sensed all along. Should be located quite deep inside the apartment. I see. You figuring that out just now? This is why you're a bunch of trash tier cops. Why don't you drag your asses back to the city and patrol something a little safer? Wait, where are you going? Hold on a minute. What do you think you're... Is he heading for the nest Tio talked about? Given what he's like, I presume he went in to eliminate the monsters making noise in his turf. You think he'd be fine on his own? Well, maybe freakishly strong, but it's too dangerous to handle by himself. Hey, Ellie, Tio. Sorry, but can I leave you two to watch the entrance? Based on his history, I don't see him handling this with much finesse. We may end up with some startled monsters making a break for it. Understood. We'll stay on guard. Will you two be going in to get walled out? Yeah, we'll just go in to check on him. Probably the safest bet. Should probably get a move on, Lloyd. Don't want to be late to the show. Right. A wooden crate. Looks like this thing was blocking out the rooms heading deeper inside. Then you didn't think to move it? Well, it's not in the way anymore, so let's get going. Ooh, more chests. Sprinters. You know, I used to contain a bottle of Grand Chardonnay. I wonder what became of it. Last I heard, it ended up in Liberal. Ah. Sounds like it came from the room up ahead. Damn it. Ugh. Sounds like he's having a hell of a time in there, doesn't it? That's exactly why I didn't want him to rush in there alone. Cover me, Randy. You got it. Sorry, Walt. We're going for the treasure first. You check the chest and find this text box. It is a very good text box, I assure you. Very well written. Pant. Screw you. Well, don't push yourself. We're here to help you, man. Just beating him into a corner. Ah, no way. Oh, really? Now I'm the one painting. Phew, those things were actually pretty tough. No, they weren't. Yeah, it really shows you how much we rely on Tio and Ellie's support, doesn't it? But more importantly, are you okay, Walt? What the hell? Did I ask you dumbasses to interrupt my fight? You think I'm some kind of weakling, huh? Do you really want to pick a fight with us here? Well, not like I was expecting a lot of gratitude coming from this jackass anyway. Are you two okay? We heard a horribly loud noise from outside. Yeah, we're good. Did manage to bail a certain goon out of a tight spot, though. Excuse me, Red? You asking to get your skull cracked open? One moment, please. I no longer detect the presence of any monsters. You couldn't have just done that before? That's what I thought. Oh, yeah. Does seem a lot quieter, doesn't it? But bet it's because we took out the head honcho of this place. Ha, how pathetic. So this is how it all ends, huh? What do you mean, Wald? You punks managed to ruin my fun. Gonna head back to the base and have a date with a bottle of booze. Oh, and don't get in your head that you can just run around the downtown district doing whatever you damn well please. This is our turf, so you've done your job. So if you've done your job, then get the hell out of here. He needs to find a better way to hide his embarrassment. Man, that guy's never gonna change, is he? Well, I guess there's nothing we can do about it. Anyway, I think we've managed to clear out the monsters, so let's head back to Imelda and give her the good news. After you. Oh, so you managed after all. Heh heh heh. You special support section kids have proved much more capable than I thought. You were clumsy, but you did what had to be done. Bravo indeed. Thanks, I guess. Rude. Hold the phone. For that many monsters to have nested there, you must have been neglecting that place for years. Indeed. You may want to invest much more effort into management if you wish to keep your properties safe. But on the bright side, you're free to start renting out rooms. If people begin to move in, I doubt you'd have to call pest control again. I suppose you're right. I was just thinking about how much longer I should wait to open Mason Imelda's doors. How much longer? What do you mean? You see, dear, downtown rent is dirt cheap, so I was merely biding my time, waiting for the land value to go up a bit more. Heh heh heh. When it comes to real estate matters, you ought to trust in my judgment. I'm Imelda, one of the top land-owning titans in all of Crosspill, after all. That rundown apartment complex is just the tip of the iceberg. I manage scores of properties in the city that'll flip when the market is right. Do you mean to say that you're one of those major real estate tycoons? Wait, is this place just your side business? Madame Imelda is a famous name in Crosspill and high society. I've heard she's incredibly wealthy. Damn, really? I could tell she wasn't your ordinary old biddy. One of the downsides of managing all these properties is monsters that crop up if you leave any of them unattended for too long. You know what? Go ahead and hold on to the Mason Imelda key for a while. If you have time, be a dear and give it a good scrubbing. As cunning as always. Can we get back to work? The longer we're here, the more I feel a headache coming on. Yes, I would love to. Alright, one more. This is bad. Who would have thought they'd sell out? Wait, don't you guys work for... Anyway, did you happen to purchase one of those Mishi plushes that were being sold earlier this month? And if so, would you be okay with selling it to me? Huh? A Mishi plush? What are you talking about? Mishi is the official mascot of Michelin. I seem to remember Tio being an avid collector of his goods. You are correct. I've not purchased the new Mishi plush yet, unfortunately. Oh, you're a fan too? Ha ha ha. Truth be told, my son is especially fond of him. And thus we traveled here from afar to collect the new plush for him. There's just one problem though. By the time I went to the department store in Central Square, it was already sold out. Wow, they managed to sell out at the department store? Are they that popular? Indeed they are. A campaign to sell limited time merchandise began recently. A new item is offered each month, and some are exceedingly popular. This month's item is the Mishi plush. Its charm lies in its size, as it fits in the palm of your hand. Yeah, without skipping a beat, Tio manages to pull all the info we need from our database of a brain. You know, now that you mention it, I remember seeing our feline friend being offered as a prize at the casino. Not really interested in plushies, so I didn't pay much attention at the time. Especially when all the other prizes they had were so eye-catching, you know. Really? Well, I'm not one to gamble, so the casino would be a little conflicting for me. I hate to ask this of you, but would you be able to go and win the plush for me? I'll be sure to pay you for your efforts, so please help me. I don't know about you guys, but it feels off-brand to hit a casino for a support request. This technically isn't an official request. As long as we're doing it as a personal favor, we're unlikely to have any issues. As long as you know who doesn't go overboard. Hell yeah, let's do this. Come on guys, we're off to the casino. Somebody is impatient. Please do not tell us you fabricated your claims as an excuse to visit the casino. Alright, I think I'll go for a couple rounds today. I'm beginning to think that you have an addiction, Randy. Just when he should be patrolling, he always ends up getting carried away in the casino. We're supposed to be getting intel here, so I won't tell you you can't play at all. Just try and show some restraint, Randy. Oh, crap. Well, it's you too, Cherry. Mind if I ask you a quick little question? You have a Mishi plush you give out here as a prize, right? Yep, it's our cheapest prize. But since Mishi is so popular, they tend to disappear pretty quickly. Maybe I should restock them sometime today. Wow, though, I never expected you to be interested in Randy. Aren't you the cutest thing? Ha ha ha, you think so? Anyway, see? Told you guys I wasn't yanking your chains. Suppose you're right. This time. Lloyd, our client, is in a dire situation. Is there a duty to retrieve the target? Yeah, you have a point. It's just me, or have Tio's eyes been sparkling ever since Mishi was first mentioned? $200 tokens. Yeah, yep. No way, is that what I think it is? You actually managed to get the Mishy plush? Can't believe you got one. Could I please have it? Pretty please? Yeah, it's all yours. Fortunately enough, it wasn't too difficult to get. It's really the Mishy plush. See that, Kurt? Your dad went and got you your beloved Mishy. Wow, it's Mishy. It's really him. I can't believe it. Thank you, everyone. You made my boy as happy as can be. I have to think about how I'm going to repay you. Let's see. Oh, I've got it. It's not much, but I hope you'll accept it. Really? Cost me like 1,000 mirror for that. Thanks. Really, though, it wasn't a big deal. Yeah, doing a crest of that caliber is a piece of cake. I would have been able to score enough cash to build an art gallery had I been given enough time, but a certain Missy put a stop to that. Well, shall we return to our duties? Understood. I expect Randy will expect to expend an equal amount of energy the next time a similar opportunity arises. Just you try and stop me. Well, at least that's something, I guess. They changed it from 500 mirror to 120? That sucks. Well, trying to trade some Sepith. There we go. Did I give HP? HP1. HP1. I didn't give anything to him, did I? Sheesh. Oh, for completing it, that's... Yeah. Ooh, I like that. Let's go get his thing then. See how much crap we have to trade for this one. Dart set. $1,000 tokens. Oof. Fine, we'll do it. And we're back where we started. Oh well. It's probably the best time to get that anyway. Not too shabby. Try cooking some stuff. Hell yeah. Alright. Kidding me? This RNGesus. Oh, sweet. Come on. Really? Thank you. Tomato, white rice. King potato. And that's all we're doing. Alright, let's do this one more time. Trying to get a bad one. Probably her, I guess. There we go. Sweet. Probably him. There we go. I think that's everything. Hmm? What's wrong, Tio? Do you hear something again? Yes, I'll try and tweak some of the sensitivity levels again. Wait, I could just barely hear it, but it was unmistakable. Yep, no question, that was the howl. Good thing Tiotan has sharp ears, or we would have never noticed. Phew. I was able to determine that the howl originated in the direction of the mountain path. Approximately 40 cells north-northwest. That's about halfway through the path, isn't it? Ah man, here we go again. Ellie, Tio? I'm sorry, I know you suffered more than enough yesterday. It's okay, Lloyd, I understand. I'm beginning to think this is just our fate. I will survive. Also, that howl struck me as being some kind of message. A message? How so? You thinking it was a threat, maybe? No, it was not threatening. Rather, it seemed filled with purpose. I'm sorry, I'm having difficulty finding an appropriate way to describe it. That's okay. Anyway, there's a good chance it'll try to escape if the CGF steps in. Let's see if we can track it down on our own. Yes, Teal's analysis has given us a solid lead. We're traveling on rough terrain, so we should prepare before we leave. Definitely. Also, we should finish up any support requests. Once we're sure we're ready, we can begin our searching the mountain path. Alrighty, let's wrap things up and have ourselves a nice fun hike, eh? Alright. Alright, that's where I'm going to stop for the game. I'm going to play a little piano again. Hopefully this time it works. Let's check this real quick. Make sure everything's... Okay, should be good. Oop. Got that. Alright, probably gonna play for like 15 minutes or so. probably just gonna stop it there. Thanks for watching the stream.